Okay, so this is actually a very interesting topic, linguistically and historically speaking. So in ancient Japan, Japan had a spoken language, so this probably is uniform across every nation and culture. Usually there's a verbal spoken language, and then later on there could be a writing system. So if we examine the history of Hawaii, basically there's a emergence of a writing system basically after initial contact, but basically primarily there's an emphasis on the oral tradition spoken language. So in Japan they had a spoken language but no writing system. The writing system was imported through trade and contact with China. Other than the writing system, there were other ideas like Buddhism, Confucianism, but all the earliest Japanese texts are written in classical traditional Chinese. They're actually classical characters, so maybe there's a difference with the traditional set, but the classical traditional set is a little different than the ones used in modern China today, where basically there's a simplified form from the traditional characters. But what is interesting, however, is that the language system based on the traditional characters and pronunciations. For example, as others have noted, if you look at the first one, from the Chinese pronunciation, an, were basically such as anchuan, and as in basically you can see the pronunciation there. Also, this is a, e, u, a. That shouldn't that be a, e, u, a, o, or a, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Sa, she, that's ta, na, mostly to the best of our knowledge, wa, or ha, wa, ta, she, wa, watashi wa, or wo. That would be the Chinese equivalent of watashi. So basically, there's a history of basically the syllabary katakana, hiragana, derived from a simplification of the initial characters. It seems to make more sense in terms to the script, the traditional script. Basically, if everything was pronounced in Latin, it just wouldn't seem to have the same aesthetic. You could pronounce Japan as basically you could write it out N-I-H-O-N or N-I-P-P-O-N, Nihon or Nippon, Nihon Koku, Nippon Koku. Basically, during the pre-war period, they were known as Dainippon Nippon Teikoku, Great Japan Empire. So it's very interesting where the script develops and the emergence of basically you have a script that has actually linguistically the writing system has no relationship to the native language system. So basically, historically speaking, it is a unique juxtaposition where a writing system for a completely unrelated language, linguistically speaking, they basically where there's this juxtaposition of a language of a foreign and alien language system into the local culture of Japan, where basically over time it's meshed with the language system where there's a phonetic syllabary. It's interesting.